Joe in real life. Today's theme is I don't want to do this today, but also very possibly I don't want to do this any day. I've been feeling very unmotivated to lift weights. Weirdly, my running's going great, but I think that's just my brain seeking a novelty pursuit, you know? What do you do in these moments, right? I mean, what I do is I point myself in the direction of my garage and I go in and I do it. And my workouts are uninspired at most, at best, you know? But something's happening. Periods of low motivation, it's kind of like failure being part of success. Like, periods of low motivation are part of the process. And any strategy to combat them, maybe your opinion's different, I find are just doomed. They're doomed to fail. You just have to keep working through it. You just have to keep showing up. You have to keep your promises to yourself and appear. And sometimes, like what I imagine is going to happen today, that's going to result in a phoned-in experience where I get the bare minimum done and I feel a little bit bad about it and go back about my life, you know? As underwhelming and uninspiring as that news is, it's meaningfully better than blowing the day off, right? Near infinitely better, you know? And that's where I am, right? And like, this has been prevailing since I crashed my bike, you know? My elbows are fucked up and they hurt all the time. My wrists hurt all the time. I had a pretty good workout yesterday, and as a result, I feel unusually sore. And I just don't want to be in this room. I don't want to be part of this process, you know? But here I am anyway. And what to do, right? Other than put your shoulder to the wheel and push, you know? So stay tuned for some uninspired squats. I love you guys. You know, we all battle this. If you work out at all and you don't, what I reject is the wheel of working out hard for 3 months, then you hit a plateau and you quit for a month to 3, and then you work out hard. Like that roller coaster. No. Part of this whole doing it every day is to fight that roller coaster. I reject that pattern, and I'd rather bully myself into a few sets of uninspired squats today than be in these continual highs and lows. All right, stay tuned. A little down on the luck, a little cynical, a little blue, a little unmotivated, a little sore, a little cranky, a little tired, a little hungry. All the usual stuff, you know, but the bar is the bar and the weights are the weights. It reminds me of that Henry Rollins poem, The Iron, you know, and you'd occasionally see it painted on hardcore gym walls here and there, talking about how the weight's always the weight, a plate's always a plate, bar's always a bar. It doesn't care about your complaints, your worries. It's there. It's just there, and it's there to test you. And it feels that way, you know? I guess my argument is when you're least willing to be tested, that's the most fertile time to do it. And this has been a long, dry spell for me, largely because I've been hurt. But if I'm honest, there are other reasons too, other setbacks, other delays of things in my life and reasons, but none of it matters. None of it matters, because the bar is the bar. I get under it every day, you know? There was that 2-week period after I got hurt where I just get up and down once with 135. And I'm climbing from there. I'm getting better, but still not right. Still junky, still misaligned, still in pain. That right hip still tracking forward. And I want to blame the running, but part of me thinks it's that crash, man. It's that crash. The running feels good because it doesn't stress that injury. And sure, fair enough. Still doesn't change anything. You know, I'm never going to be a great squatter, and I know that. And I don't have no ambition to become one. But like, I think it has to be this lift, and it has to be every day, because it's the lift I hate the most, you know? And I have to pay in a little bit each and every day to a movement that I don't like, with no encouragement. Other than you guys, of course, which is actually quite a bit of encouragement. I didn't mean it exactly as it came out. I meant like in my circle, in my life, nobody cares that I do this. And I wouldn't want them to. This is the final set. I apologize for the bars. It was for a short. And yeah, it moved great. No complaints. At this point, I was warm. I'd failed to warm up properly. And once again, that's a motivation issue. And yeah, this is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be good to each other out there. I'm going to try hard to do the same with me and mine. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have shaken a little of this funk off. Those reps look okay. Nothing to cry about. Anyway, until tomorrow, be good.